What's going on, everybody? Dogman Dan here. We're coming off a Firefall weekend of resource bonus. I thought I'd drop in a video here, a quick little, few minutes here just to talk a bit. So basically what I've been doing throughout the weekend, on and off, has been farming resources. Thumping, and thumping. Thumping in particular, well, first we wanted to get these petrochemicals in. I have successfully gotten over 15,000 petrochemicals over the weekend, which was enough to be able to have enough to be able to create the
Boss, there's a squad dumping for resources
progression
nearby.
tokens for Recluse to bring him into tier 4. Now I just have a little bit of XP to still get for Recluse. Somewhere around 800,000 XP to get over the next couple days. But my progression tokens are set and ready. Got them crafted. A little expensive. At 6 of them, you're talking 15,000 petro. You're talking 30,000 crystite, and of course the classified engineers and tactical firmware, which is found down in Sunken Harbor. The tactical firmware pickup. So, but we're gonna get him nice and comfortable into tier 4. Of course, here I'm working with my engineer. Yes, I do have the 6 turrets. It's a, if you're wondering, it's a 500 level multi-turret that I have. I actually had this crafted prior to them removing the 8 turrets only to the 6, but that for me was okay. It didn't really matter because I've only ever had 6, never had the awesome 8 that others had. And I know Zeta's enjoyed his 8 now. It would have been cool to have 8, but I never really put in that kind of resources to make 8, and it really isn't a big deal to me. I'm able to thump and farm just fine with the 6 solo. Now the big thing with a engineer is realistically his Tesla rifle's okay, but it's the multi-turrets that are what he's for. Each frame having its own strong point. I mean, the turrets are the engineer's strong point, but all it does is allows him to do things such as thumping. Thrown in to help in on some Ares missions, you gotta throw in the turrets because your Tesla rifle is not gonna be enough. And the engineer is really not a huge front runner where he can sit up front and take in damage. So he's more of a sit back and throw in to help out, but and everybody has their own, well, engineers, this, that, and everything else, and they can thump. Well, part of the game is getting resources, so everybody at some point uses the engineer to thump. You're not kill stealing, you're not doing any of that stuff. At least I don't feel like kill stealing, but yeah, this is what we did. What I should say I did. Most of the guys in the clan were heavily playing Marvel Heroes. They're all in the Marvel Heroes now. I get them back in here to Firefall. And as a gamer, as most of you are certain, you play a game for so long, you're gonna want to take a break, play something else, and then you come back to it. So that's just one of those things. I mean, you don't fault anyone for up and going to try something new, getting a little bit, you can only do one thing for so long. Firefall, Warframe, Defiance, I love these games. I do. Absolutely. And of course, I'm so addicted to Warframe that it's been about, I don't know, we're going on a year and 4 months now, I think. Maybe, let's see what it'll be. almost a year and a half that I've been playing every single day. I've actually logged into Warframe every single day for a year and a half. Non-stop. I've played at least one mission. Even when I was sicker than a dog, I ran in there and played at least one mission. Firefall. Hop into Firefall every day. I'm going on about 2 months straight now, to be honest. Sometimes just a quick hop in, do an area mission or two, and hop back out. Sometimes it's like this, where I'm in for a good hour. I'll do some resource thumping. I'll do something for about an hour or so, and then I'll hop out and do something else, and then come back. Same thing with Defiance. So, admittedly, with Defiance, it's much like Warframe when I get into it. Once I start playing it, I can play for hours on end because there's just so much going on. And I can do that here with Firefall as well. I can play on hours on end if I wanted to, but I'm thumping, and thumping is quite boring. So I kind of try to just log in and out and do some other stuff. You know, I'm feeling the urge to do some racing games again. Just haven't figured out what I want to play. I mean, I have tons of them to play. I just haven't figured out what I want to play, and I got a whole bunch of them coming out.
Boss, there's a squad dumping for
I
resources.
mean, realistically, I could go spend some time on the set, of course. I haven't played that in a couple weeks. I really need to. The same as I reinstalled DC Universe, and I'm starting to play it. I want to do some videos and record some stuff to get everybody to understand what really happens in the game after you reach rank 30 and how it is. Problem with me and DCU is it's similar to Warframe, where once I start, I become heavily addicted to it. I was very addicted to DCU before Warframe. Warframe is what took me out of DCU for a while, if that makes any sense. But you guys have been asking if I want to play that again, so maybe we'll see some of that come up on the channel. You know, we're expecting some new stuff coming in here to Firefall. I'm just trying to rank through and level up. The resource bonus weekends are just tough because, I mean, all you're doing is thumping. Now, for me, for the first time ever, I found out that there's a queue system on thumpers. I'm sorry, I've been playing for like 2+ years now, and I don't know how else to say it, but I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? There's a queue system. Because I went to drop a thumper, wanting to grab some resources, and I had to wait for 5 other thumpers. That's the max that I had to wait so far, was a queue system for 5 thumpers, and it was like 5 minutes just sitting there waiting. I mean, I guess I can understand it. You don't want to overload the server. You want to have resources available for other people, that type of stuff. But you know, I don't know how long it's been like that. I've never seen that before. But you know, it is what it is. I've hit up a number of tornadoes this weekend. Apparently, they took out all the purple resources for the weekend. Because sometimes on the tornadoes I tend to get some purples out of there as well in the resource pool, but I've been getting the majority of them in blue level resources and greens. Mostly blue. Coming out pretty good with the blue resources. Definitely thumping was a good the tornadoes were a great thing to have over the weekend. No doubt about that. Especially if you have the you know, the resource bonus, and then you have the extra boosters on top of that. That's even better. This is it. I played it simple. Most of the weekend I just ran the smaller Tiki Thumper. The 600 Tiki Thumper. Over and over and over and over. They're pretty good on resources too. So. I just wanted to get. I wasn't too concerned with the levels of the resources. I wanted to get as much regular, basic resources here in New Eden as I could for progression. obviously because I needed to get the petrol for Clues. Fortify. Fortify has become my friend. I ended up realizing that none of the stuff on my engineer, with the exception of my gun, was ever crafted. So I had to do a lot of crafting this weekend as well for my engineer. Well, okay, my multi-turret and my gun are the only two things that I actually have crafted. Everything else was bought. So I've done a lot of crafting this weekend as well. Almost there. Almost there. So just curious what everybody else did in Firefall, if you played any Firefall over the weekend. What you did, what you didn't do, where you're at. We got some new stuff coming up. I have another couple of videos this week. Talk about some new things coming up here in Firefall. That's about it right there. Just gonna do it all over again. Pick this up, clean up, drop my turrets down again, which I've noted the turrets disappear. They have like a length of time before they just disappear now. And that may have been there for a while, but since I don't use engineer too much. I'm gonna pick this up. Check it. Okay. Go ahead and hit the hammer. Make sure the resources are still here. And they are. And then we're gonna drop another one down. Start the process all over again. Throw down some new turrets. And be ready to rock and roll. So that's about it. If you guys like this, hit the like button. If you enjoy the content on the channel, you know, please do hit that subscribe button. Anytime you got any comments or anything, feel free to leave them. Any questions about anything, you know, feel free to leave the questions below in comments. You want to learn how to do something that you don't know how to do. You want to ask how something works, you know, leave it below. And I can try to respond to you with it, or I can try to make a video about it, depending upon what it is. So, but until the next time, stay tuned. Thanks again for watching. I will see you later.